so late. I'm 2 hours late for the mic. And it's not my fault, yo. It ain't my fault. Work was extremely busy. They had me way out in like southwestern Vermont at a ski lodge. It took me a mad long time. It took me a long time to do my delivery. You know, this route that I'm doing right now, I just gotta get familiar with it. That's all. So at times this is gonna take me a little longer. But hey, I'm still here. I don't really like driving with this overhead light on. Maybe I could. I don't like doing it, but I'll do it. Yeah, you know what? That's better. Going off to the side, so it's not right in my face. But I'm gonna do this every day, man. You know, my goal is to try to do this between 4:30 and 5:30. That's it. If I get off of work exactly at 4, but the nature of this job, you know, sometimes it goes a little bit later. But one thing's for certain, one thing for sure, and two things for certain, I gotta commute back home. So I don't give a damn if I'm getting off of work at 8 o'clock. When I take this commute home, I'm gonna tell a couple of jokes live. And if anybody wanna hop in, you know, tell a joke, give some feedback or whatever, you know what I mean? Watch the creative process. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, man. It's an interesting day though. You know, I'm gonna just do like a kind of a stream of consciousness. I said Vermont is beautiful, man. That's the first time I was actually at a ski lodge in season. I actually went to a ski lodge before. I also worked for a limo company, and I went to a ski lodge. It was in upstate New York, but it was like right on the borderline of Connecticut, like northwestern Connecticut. I forget what it was, man. But this was during the summer, so you know you can see the ski lifts and everything, but there was no snow. But to see it today, man, it was awesome, man. And there was a lot of people there, you know. I ain't see no black folks. A lot of kids too. I'm like, is today a holiday? Like, it's Tuesday. Was it February 17th? I don't know why. It was a lot of white folks, man, during the day, just skiing and doing their thing, man. That was dope. No black, the only black person that was there was working. Me. That was it. I ain't feel out of place or nothing like that, you know. I know how to blend in, do my thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not even about non-threatening, I'm just a human, man, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't tough, I ain't a thug, I ain't no gangster, nothing like that. But, yeah, that's why it's so late, man. And like I say, I always do this for me. I don't do this for anybody else but myself. So I'm gonna run a couple jokes. Nobody pops in, you know. Hopefully I'll be on time tomorrow. You know, hopefully I can get out at a decent time and do it a little bit earlier. I'll be trying to catch cats on their commute. The commute is pretty much over. You know what I mean? So I run some jokes, man. Vermont is known for the cold and the maple syrup. So that tells me one thing. The women are hairy and thick because you need fur to protect yourself from those elements. And the syrup definitely probably make them booty cheeks big. It's all white girls though. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dr. Umar. It's nothing but whites in Brattleboro, Vermont. Let me see what else. I'm going to run a couple of the things that I ran the other day, just to try to perfect these, and get the timing down pat, man. You know what you never see, man? Like Brattleboro, Vermont is beautiful. Got the mountains, got the churches. It's very Christmas card-like, holiday card-esque. You never see no thugs in Brattleboro, Vermont, or Vermont in general, man. Because it's just too hallmarky, man. And just as I was saying that, I'm driving down the street and I see this black dude with baggy jeans, a book bag, a bucket hat. And I'm thinking to myself, that man is in witness protection, because there's no way he came here by choice. He was forced. It was a court order. He snitched on everybody. He told on the entire organization. So more than likely he's eating pancakes and he has himself a hairy, big booty wife. If I relocate into the witness protection of Brattleboro, Vermont, I almost for certain will have a hairy, big-bottomed wife, because those are the only options. It's either that or sleep with a moose. And I've slept with enough moose in my life. No, I don't commit bestiality. It's just that the majority of the women that I've had experiences with are not the most appealing. What else, man? This is, you know what I mean? Like, just being so at work so long is so draining, man. I gotta figure out a way to get into the game, man. I tell another joke that I told yesterday. Peace to Jason Hilton. Watch on, still watch. Let me see if I can. Let me see if. Let me see if this will let me. Hell, I tried to bring a man home, just ducked out. Cause this ain't just for me, man. This is for anybody that want to run a joke in a live situation. They're not necessarily on stage or in front of people. Hey, you're in front of me, I'm in front of you. We're running a joke. It's like we're talking on the phone, but this is a live situation, so it forces you to take it serious. You know what I mean? To be a little more serious with it. I don't trust people that don't eat pancakes, man. I don't trust people that don't enjoy pancakes. Cause it's like, yo, you gotta be pretty demented not to enjoy that sweet, buttery disc of goodness with the crisp edges, man. Saying you don't like pancakes is like saying you don't like orgasms. It's one of life's joy, man. I was doing a research paper, right? And I found out one thing that Genghis Khan, Joe Stalin, and Adolf Hitler have in common is none of them like breakfast. None of them like breakfast pastries, man. So if I see you at breakfast, you got some wheat toast with no butter and a boiled egg with no seasoning, black coffee, I know for a fact you have a copy of Mein Kampf in your library. I didn't make up the rules. I went to state school, man. Run another joke. Don't you hate when you get those calls from telemarketers? Ones that speak terrible English, East Indians. And somehow they figured the code out. They know how to call you from a local phone number. You think it's somebody you know, man. It's these mofos trying to take your life savings, man. You know the best way to get them off the phone? You have to speak in a worse accent than what they have. You know, like, how are you doing today? Did you want to get an idea of a discount on your car insurance? Hello? 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 Are you okay? Hello? Are you okay? You fucking idiot. Speak English. And he just hangs up on me. How this dude gonna get mad at me and he trying to hustle me out of my life savings? You're upset because My accent is worse than yours? You calling me from some call center in Bangladesh trying to take all my money. You better be glad the only thing I'm doing is trolling you. Speaking in Urdu mixed with Hebrew. Hate them damn telemarketers, man. I try to do all new stuff. I feel like every time I'm around white folks, I have to say the word ask with 3 syllables. Ask. 3 syllables. Ask. If you are a black person and you're not pronouncing ask with 3 syllables, they're going to think you dumb, man. They're going to question your intelligence. You can say ask as much as you want around black folks. You get around white people, and you want your intelligence to be little, the correct pronunciation, ask. Ask. Say it one more time. Ask. I like that joke. I like that. All right, let me try to run. Trying to think of some more new stuff. Like I said, I don't do this with notes. I was going over it in my head, and I heard some stuff earlier. Let me see if I can recall. Let me see if I can recall some of the stuff I was listening to this morning, man. My boss said, I got one more time to be late to work. I'm going to sign. My commute is an hour daily. So, it's always various reasons why I'm late, but for the most part, I put it on me. And I was on my way to work. And I was definitely 10 minutes behind. So I knew I definitely was going to get fired before I got there. Then all of a sudden, it was an extreme amount of traffic to the point of standstill. And as I got closer, it was a terrible accident. Car carrying tractor trailer didn't lower his truck enough. Say that 5 times fast. So like 3 or 4 cars that were on the top of the trailer got swiped off. Caused a 20-car pileup. It was at a standstill. So now I had a legitimate excuse for being late. So I wasn't going to get fired. Now, nobody got hurt, but the dude that was driving that truck definitely going to lose his job. See, God sacrificed his work for the salvation of mine. Look at the Lord. Look at God. This is hard to do, man. This ain't easy. The music stop playing in the background. blood of Christ. This is directly from the Bible. This is in Ecclesiastes. This is the Passover. I said, Mom, I understand. Black baby, man. That's only $7.50 per month. African African. Oh, son. You didn't sneeze. If that happens, so be it. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm rocking this every day around 4:30.